What is up, guys? DGWhip here, back again with another video. So today I'm just going to be actually reacting to the new Z. I know everybody's talking about it, everyone's got mixed opinions about it. I have seen what it looks like, but I don't know all the juicy details about it, how fast it's going to be, what engine, what's going on. I don't know any of that. Today it just came out. I haven't seen anything, so I just want to react to it and just give you guys a reaction, my honest opinions and thoughts about it. I am not set up to record in my room at all. This is I'm literally sitting in my bed on my laptop, but I just want to get this video out for you guys. I didn't want to wait to watch this and give you a fake reaction or a post reaction, so I just want to give you guys an authentic reaction to the video. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I got a Ryan Reynolds commercial. That's kind of funny.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to another Redline First Look video directly from my office. Today is a big day for all you Nissan fans out there because generation should be called
So yeah, unpause it. I obviously knew what they were going for with this design. They wanted to really get the old classic feel of the Datsun and like Fairlady Z days with the 280Z and all that. I do think they capture that well. It does look like a modern version of that car, which I think that was the exact route they were going for. So I gotta applaud them on that. And they're definitely trying to get all kinds of generations. And they know the Z community has like almost a cult following. There's a big community for it. So they're definitely trying to reel everybody in with the design. So that's just my thoughts on that.
First model year came out in
50 years.
1970, and Nissan says that
It's
the
a
United
classic
States is one of
design.
the biggest market of.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. The 370Z is so outdated at this point. This was long overdue. This was due like 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm glad that they're finally doing this.
The 6th gen has been around for over a decade. It last came out in 2009.
That's just what I said.
We finally have the new Z, and really, Nissan should just go ahead and call this thing the 400Z.
Okay, so
those are the
the
rumors
front,
that are circling around that the new name will be called.
The front, I don't know if I like the grille. It's literally a square, literally. Like, I know they're trying to be a little edgy and trying to keep it simple, but I definitely think the front needs a little bit of work. Hopefully there's aftermarket support. I'm sure there's going to be. It's a Z, but I don't really like how the front profile looks. I do like the side profile and the rear and overall the car design, but the front profile is a little iffy for me.
In the Infiniti and Q60 Red Sport. Now let me
Cool.
first dive
So
into
using the
design
VR30.
of Z. Much a throwback to the retro Zs of the first generation model. In fact, when you look at the
Just like I said, it's obviously a throwback to
it's got that classic
the old Fairlady
circle shape. Also much more boxy. It's also a much larger grille versus the previous generation.
It's not much more boxy. It is a box.
Love the silhouette. Basically a mixture of all the generation of Zs, especially when I look at it from the rear of the vehicle. Those full LED
I do see the mixture of all generation of Zs. I do gotta agree with him on that.
Reminds me a lot of the 300ZX, which was one of my favorite Zs back in the 90s. This is, of course, when I was still a kid. I also love the side profile where it has that sloping roof. It's got that, heritage design in the roof.
Yeah, that sloping roof kind of gives me like a 370Z vibe, but then the full side profile gives me like a Fairlady Z vibe.
They can keep the production car color, and it really adds to the overall ambiance or the aura of this car. So really, we have a lot of
not the biggest fan of the color, but I do get the appeal. I'm just not like a yellow fan.
The new Z.
My opinion on yellow is like, you see all the colors on the lot when you buy a car brand new. You have black, red, blue, silver, whatever. And you buy a yellow, I don't understand that.
3-liter twin-turbo V6 with up to 400 horsepower. Now, I would love to see Nissan obviously offer a Nismo.
By the way, if you guys are new to my channel, I am going to be doing a VR30 swap on a G35 very soon. Make sure you subscribe and like the video to keep up with that.
Previous generation Z, remember, offered either 300. Nissan, of course, teases the fact that you can get a 6-speed manual transmission with the twin-turbo V6.
Of course. This is big. This is really good and really smart on Nissan. Everybody is diverting away from the manual transmissions. Porsche is trying to divert away. Audi already has gotten rid of it entirely, and like the new Corvette doesn't have it. So this is a good selling point for enthusiasts looking for an enthusiast car, is to have the manual. It's really fading away in cars that have it still, especially with all the new tech. And now they have automatic rev matching and hill assist and all that. It's definitely going to attract pure enthusiasts that want that want that driver's car with the clutch pedal. There's some people that just cannot drive automatics, and this is definitely a selling point, especially if they have both, for people that would prefer the automatic. I believe the Key 60 has a 7-speed. I don't know how it is. I'm sure it shifts okay, but having the manual is key.
Great, probably 7 years ago, and today it's behind. I would love to see Nissan put a dual clutch in this thing.
Okay, so they're working on a transmission, which is pretty interesting.
Should be exactly what the next generation Z looks like on the inside, and I love the interior that Nissan has done here. Of course, at the very tippy top of the dash, you have...
I'll pause it. That interior is pretty nice. I really like how the gauge cluster and center console is, and the touchscreen and all that. That all looks really nice. They also have the gauges up top, which is really cool. I like that. The seats and door panels and all that looks about average. It is a Nissan after all. That looks pretty typical for Nissan, but overall I do like how the interior looks. And it's very smooth flowing and looks pretty nice and comfy to sit in, but also still sporty. And of course it has the fully digital dash. It is 2020, so I gotta applaud the interior on that one.
Or, seat controls, a full power seat control. But what I love seeing is that 6-speed manual transmission.
Seats.
That is such a huge surprise, and it's just a blessing if you guys are looking for a manual transmission in today's modern world. So thank you so much,
they're gonna update
Nissan,
that.
for
I
giving
don't
us
see that.
the option of a stick
I mean,
shift,
maybe
but I
in
really
a
also
base model,
love to
but
see
manual
with their
seats
automatic
getting a
option
little
I'm keeping my fingers crossed, of course,
outdated
for clutch transmission.
at
Now,
this
Nissan
point.
obviously hasn't announced. He will be going on sale, but I'm going to estimate probably sometime next year. We hopefully should be seeing something at one of the upcoming auto shows in 2021 where we'll see a full...
If they put a dual clutch transmission in, I really think it's going to affect the price, just because I'm sure they're going to want to do it right and it's going to be up to date and everything. They're going to want it to be pretty quick, and it probably would have an advantage over the manual. So I imagine that's definitely going to be more expensive than the manual. I'm really interested to see if they do go with that route, how well the reliability is going to be on that and how fast it's going to shift.
Supra territory, so expect this thing to be over 40 grand to start, with fully loaded versions to probably go over 50 grand. Those are my estimates, of course. Nissan hasn't announced final pricing yet, but with the new look, the new performance, the new technology that I'm seeing, it's pretty obvious that Nissan is going to move the Z a little bit further up market, which honestly, that's...
So my final thoughts, I overall like the design. I just don't like the front profile. The front profile is a little iffy for me. It's literally a rectangle, like a geometric rectangle. I know everyone's going crazy with grills nowadays, like Lexus and BMW. They're going crazy with big wide grills and all that, but at least they have like shape to them. This is literally like this is literally a box. But the side profile and the rear is pretty good. The interior is pretty good. Definitely looks like a modern Z, and I do like the old retro inspiration look, exactly what they were going for. I'm glad that they have a manual transmission. It is a 6-speed. I hope it has like cool features like the automatic rev matching. I'm really glad that they threw the VR30 in there. I don't really see another route they could have taken unless they want to design another engine, but the VR30 is a great engine and it's perfect for the new Z, literally perfect. I figured the price point was probably going to be 40 grand and up, maybe even like 50. It's going to be competing with the Supra. As far as competing with the Supra and then other cars in its class, it's definitely, I would say the looks and the manual transmission are what's going to put it ahead. But I'm sure the looks is pretty iffy to some people. Some people I'm sure really like how it looks, and some people probably don't like it at all. Again, it's always personal preference with cars anyway, but compared to the new Supra, I would say I do like how the new Supra looks more. However, this does have the twin turbo V6 in it with the manual transmission, which is a huge advantage. So it's going to be really interesting to see when this comes out in production form next year. And it's going to be really cool to see these on the road. And overall, I'm really excited for this car. I'm really excited to see it, and hopefully I get to see it in person. And as a Nissan and Infiniti fan, it's really cool to see the next generation of Z come out after witnessing 350Z, G35 to 370Z to G37, and then now this. It's really cool to see how Nissan and Infiniti has progressed over time. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.